If you want to know how I went from these brows to these brows and then to these gorgeous brows, stay tuned. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's T-Style. So I'm going to be teaching you how to create a crisp looking brow. First, you want to brush with your spoolie, then go in with your razor blade and make sure you take out all the hairs from the top and just put them in a straight line. Now for the bottom, I'm going to be using my index finger to create a curve on the blade, and then I'm just going to be focusing on the arc area, which is the brow bone area, the middle of the brows. That is where the beauty of the brows lies. If you want to make your brows crisp, you need to go into that middle and make sure it is properly carved. Next, I brush up and then I take out any excess hair that is coming out of the line we initially created. I brush up again and I keep repeating the same process. Next, I'm going to brush the hairs downwards, and then I take my razor blade and I'm going to take out any hair coming out of the line after brushing downwards. So that's pretty much it. That's how I carve my brows. I'm going to be repeating the same thing to the other side. So I'm just brushing up. Now I'm taking my razor blade and I'm making sure all the hairs at the top are going on a straight line. So you want to take your time to do this. I like to stretch out the skin just so I don't cut my client, and I also make sure that I'm not adding so much pressure to my razor blade while I'm carving. I'm just taking my time to make sure all the hairs are going on a straight line. Next thing you want to do is brush up again and then tackle the under. Remember, I said beauty of the brow lies in the brow bone. So you want to make sure you take your time while carving the brow bone. Next, you brush upwards and take any excess hair that is coming out from the line we initially created at the beginning. Then you brush down and take out the excess hair as well. Next, I'm going to be taming my eyebrow using the Browmatic by Damel Brow Tamer. I really love this brow tamer because it has a way of making all the hairs relaxed, as you can see in the video. So I'm just going to take my time and make sure that all the hairs are lying flat. Next, I'm going in with an empty pencil, retractable pencil, and I'm just using the mouth to create these strokes. So it's just going to pat the hairs for me, and to make it very easy for me when I want to create my strokes. Yeah, so after I put the brow tamer, I'm going to do the same process I did as creating the strokes with an empty pencil. I just love to do this after taming the brows. The gel just helps make the process easy. Next, to draw my brows, I'm going to go in with this new Davis pencil, and I make sure my pencil is as sharp as possible. Now for me, I don't like to start drawing my brows from the beginning. I like to start drawing from in between the beginning of the brows, the middle of the brows, somewhere around there. So I start to make a straight line all the way to the end. Now, because we've already carved our brows perfectly, drawing these brows won't be an issue. I'm basically just following the hairs. So at the top, I like to start from the middle and then just work my way until the two lines meet.
The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah.
And now I'm creating my stroke. I create my strokes following the pattern I'd already made. So you see how that strokes we made initially just makes the brow look beautiful. And then next thing I do is I fill very lightly. I'm doing the same thing too on the other brow. I don't start from the beginning, I start from like in between, and then I just take my time. You want to make sure you're holding the pencil in a way you are very comfortable. Don't hold it too far. Make sure that you're holding it like you want to write on the face. Now for the top part, that's where I notice most people make a lot of mistakes. When you want to come down, you don't just come down outrightly. You take your time and make a soft curve, just so that your brows are looking crisp and beautiful instead of having that angry looking brow shape. Now I go ahead and I make my strokes following what I've already made after we tamed the brows. Now I feel really lightly. I don't like my brows too dark. Next now to do is conceal the brows. So I don't finish drawing one brow, concealing, and before I move to the next one. I noticed that will just make your brow have like two different shapes. So if you are finding it hard to make your brows look the same, just follow this technique and I think it's going to help you. After you're done drawing one brow, draw the other brow, conceal underneath with your concealer, do the same with the other one, and then conceal the top with your foundation. So I'm just using a really precise brush. This brush is so flat, and I'm taking her skin color concealer to just conceal. I don't like concealing my brow with an overly light concealer, so I just take my time. While I conceal a little, I bring it downward so it can look well blended. And I use very little product at a time. This is a life hack, honestly, for when it comes to brows. Make sure you use the most minimal product as possible. Now for the top, I'm using her foundation shade and I'm making sure that I'm also using very minimal products. Alright, so you should be able to see the effect of your foundation, but you should not be able to see the foundation on the skin. I don't know if that makes sense. Just so that your brows are looking so crisp. Because me, I love to draw my brows after I'm done with my skin. And this is the final look, guys. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial as much as I created it. I'll see you in the next video. Please leave a thumbs up, like, share, comment, and I'll see you in my next video. Stay tuned because I'm going to be posting this beautiful eyeshadow look. See you in my next video. Bye. Mwah.